Hello and welcome, Tori here, and today we are finally doing Arlecchino's story quest. I waited a little bit to do it, not a lot, it's only been like 2 days, but you know, people are quick with this stuff, but I wanted to make sure I had time to pull, and I didn't want to rush anything, so I just decided to wait till my next stream so I'd have my full attention span and you know, whatnot, all my energy ready for this, because I cannot wait to do this. You guys know I'm a big Arlecchino fan. I like Arlecchino just a little bit, just a smidge, but yeah, I'm very excited. I've actually, by the way, I'm proud of myself, I've dodged spoilers like a professional. So let's get started. Oh my god, I'm so excited. All right, enable focus experience mode. I'm not gonna do that because I don't think I genuinely don't think anything I can do will interfere. Oh,
hey,
Lenny!
Paimon.
My best friends.
Oh, Paimon
My
knows
for
that
lifers. Wait, what's the context? Why are we here? Are we just here?
Over
Like
here.
just visiting? Hello. Lenny. I do love Lenny. I'm not gonna lie. I love the siblings. They're very
To
sweet.
borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
Oh, she
You
did.
can say that again. What brings you to Poisson?
I remember that now. Poisson. Sorry.
Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us
The
to
home
stay
front
in
being
Poisson for the time
Snezhnaya,
being.
or like
Oh,
being the
are Lynette
orphanage?
and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
Hell yeah, good
So you're
vibes.
saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
I don't think you can say.
Since the two of you are so curious,
Oh my
perhaps I
god!
can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death.
A welcome surprise. Whoa. Hey
Father,
girl.
you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense
Sorry.
your genuine concern from your conversation just now.
Aw.
Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Well, I mean, she did also help, like, save this place when it was, like, you know, under, like,
I understand.
the water. So.
I'm well aware you've had your fair
I
share of
think
confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
I love how honest she
As
is.
for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with
Look
those
at
who
Lenny's
have worked
face
so
while
closely
she's
with us in the
talking.
past.
That's, like, alarming. Look at that. Like, he looks so jaded. I don't even know what that expression is. I feel bad. Like, I don't think he doesn't care for her, but, like, it's just so... their relationship is so complicated.
As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior
Whose cat is
motive.
this?
To
Lynette,
be
is that you?
frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
Ruh-roh.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A ghost? Hell yeah. Oh, I'm excited for this. Are we ghost hunting? Please tell me we're ghost hunting, y'all.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
No, don't
A
apologize at all.
spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to
wonder if it's
Poisson
one of the
before continuing
kids
to
that,
investigate
you know,
the
got-
situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
Anyways,
If
I'm
you're
resuming.
curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased.
Are we
to
babysitting?
welcome some
I know that's
visitors.
right.
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
I love babysitting.
Of course, Father.
I'm very good with children. I love children. Like a normal amount. A normal amount. But I do. Like, I find kids very... They're just adorable. I know a lot of people do not have any patience for kids at all. But I think they're so sweet, you know?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other
Delaney,
siblings.
how are you?
You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you,
No, I
especially
think they're
after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of...
What is she getting all mad about for, though? Like, why are you getting all riled up at nothing?
During our stay in Poisson,
Bro, every
we've
quest
been
Paimon
helping
makes
out
me
the
mad.
locals with some fishing. We
Paimon's
bring in
annoying.
quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's
Master
go.
Chef?
I'll take you to where we're staying.
Wait, okay, this is gonna sound actually so stupid. Are Lenny and Lynette children then? Or they have just like not graduated from the orphanage? Well, not graduated. What's it called? You know what? Let me stop. Because graduated is crazy, actually. And that's... Well, no, I know. But like... Well, you don't graduate from any orphanage, period. But like, especially not this one. So like, what happens? I guess we'll find out, maybe? Oh my god, tea! We can have a tea party? I'm so down.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit.
Looks like the house we staged the
After
intervention
that,
for
it should
free
be
now.
all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the
not.
rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people
wondering.
might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Oh, I thought you were like, I thought you were asking me like a rhetorical question. And I was like, no, you can't. Like, I thought you were trying to like make me feel stupid. So that's why I was, never mind. I'm always on the defense. I should have. Well, that's what I thought. Oh my god. Putting a clip in my hair is bothering me.
Linny, we're finally here.
Back at it again.
The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep. Here
Yes,
you go.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hello? Something caught
Close your
eye?
mouth. You're gonna catch flies, freak.
It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Wait, are these the children as well? They look a little
No way!
large. Not these ones.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
I know that's right. Are we famous? What?
One
Wait,
at a
did you- he
time,
actually went-
Please, don't crowd around them all
Like-
at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this
I don't like the fact that
famous.
they know Paimon by name. That low-key pisses me
Of
off because now she
course.
thinks she's done
Father
something.
and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very
He
curious
did. He
about
did a
you.
thumbnail face. He
I
went,
heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands. I
Yup.
heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days.
"Hi, Rod. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. How are you?"
That's the rumor you heard about Paimon?
Oh,
not cool at all.
Yay! And welcome. How are
Oh,
you?
wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we
I
don't
think
need
you're supposed to bring
something
food
like
when
that.
you have guests.
Besides, we don't have anything to give to you.
Oh, so we're
Come
Mooches.
We insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison.
Hell yeah!
Huh?
Well, girl, what do you think?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
He was poisoned.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
These are like good
But
gifts.
those are the best things we can give you.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't
Like,
like
low key.
Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Imagine getting jumped by a bunch of toddlers, like low key. Like,
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think
like
that's
you
enough
pissed off
suggestions
someone and
for
then
now.
like a group of
When it
10,
comes
like
to being a good
6-year-olds just
host,
come and
it's the
beat you
thought
up.
that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make
That's
our guests
crazy.
happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
We definitely feel the love.
Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Hell yeah, she's really proud of that.
Well,
Good for her.
we'll talk to you
She's
all
an
later.
entrepreneur.
We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Oh my god. They're watching me like hawks. I'm scared.
Bye!
Crowd. That's what I'm saying.
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity.
What
He
the?
Problem child and was abandoned by his family.
What?
Alwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Okay.
Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work.
They're
and
the
has
same
no
age. Lenny is
reservations about
short
taking
as
on
hell,
some
boy.
very
That's
difficult
rough.
missions. I
Not gonna
know
lie.
you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Well, I'm gonna say, like, for people like those, like them, like that's like life or death stuff. You know what I mean? Like, like this girl's obsessed with potions. It's like her, like that's her like trade. You know, so her sharing that, she's like, yeah, I can make you anything you want. Like to them, like a gift that could help you survive like that. That's like real stuff. So they're very very good hosts. You know, at least they're generous hosts, we'll say. Except for the strangling the pets thing. That one, I don't want anything you're selling. But, you know, the rest of them, like, hell yeah.
Keep up.
Unless it's Paimon, yeah, that's fine.
supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two?
Oh, her hair's cute.
Outsiders?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled
Someone
to
tell me how to
all
pronounce
sorts of
that name.
places.
Because
Is that true?
Of course, we're making our way all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
it's kind of cold in my room. I'm not gonna lie,
this
y'all.
is the first
But
we've
chill.
heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
Wait, I'm like sad for them though. I don't think they
After
get to
this
go,
mission
right?
is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, never mind. They can. Okay.
Maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
Normal is relative, Paimon. Oh, girl.
Oh!
Aha! That's what she gets for being rude.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically
Crazies!
foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Ah, don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
It's not their fault they're crazy, bro. You gotta be nice.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera.
Or at least say it to their face, I think, is maybe the better option. Like, oh, you're insane. But then again, do you really want to tell a person that's crazy that they're crazy? Especially when they know how to kill people.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
I just think describing a group of people as the crazies is a little hard.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
Don't pry, Paimon. I want to
You're
pry
right.
so
We're
badly.
only here as guests after all.
I'm dying to know.
Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Damn, he's speed walking. What? Wait, what? Ah, back to the start. I want some tea. I actually want real tea in real life because I'm a little cold.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
Lots of fun.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Let him cook? Question mark? Sorry.
Then let's head out and... Huh? Fremine?
Fremine!
What are you doing here?
Why is he staring at a wall?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again.
You too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
Hello.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
He wanted to cook for us. Let him cook.
Seafood soup?
He's so sweet.
Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
What happened?
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water...
What, do you have a pet cat or
Wait a
something?
minute.
Yeah.
What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as
A little
I'm
slow to
aware,
the-
and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And...
It's a valiant effort.
Fremine,
I appreciate the effort
you
to
remember
lie.
what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
That's not nice.
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
It's either a kid or a cat or something.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened,
Is it a thing?
does it have something to do with Father?
yes. Just follow me.
Uh-oh. So what do you guys bet? Kid or cat? Like a pet or is it a child? What? Is that who I think it is?
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you.
What? But now I know what they were talking about with ghosts, kid. Oh, that's so scary. Also, shout out for Genshin for finally making an NPC that looks good. Thank you. I've been waiting, but what the hell? I wish it wasn't this one because I'm freaked out.
You can call me Clairvy.
Right.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine.
Did mine bring her here, or...?
Haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
I mean, she's like about 15 feet
long?
away from like the main base, so maybe hide her a little bit better.
About half a month now.
My bad. Never mind. You
So
said her
ever
well enough.
since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
Am I gonna get punished? Ooh, we should
go
go tell her.
I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any
I'm
form
kidding.
of
That's not
betrayal.
funny.
So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect. And not a single person was there to help him.
I'm sorry.
That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life.
How sad would that be if the ghost of her friend that she had to kill is the one who is like haunting them and trying to keep the children safe? Like, how awful. Like, that's so sad.
Haunted, of hearing voices. It's happened many times in the
like,
House
it's like
of the
sweet,
Hearth.
but it's really sad.
I'm sure you've
It's like
noticed.
no one could keep her safe.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I
I'll have to go check.
haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Oh, okay.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
He's about to get yelled at. Someone's getting scolded. Ruh-roh. I'm just gonna talk to now we have to babysit this kid.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
What's your deal, Phantom?
Well, they got
Little
a funny
ghosts.
way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
This is about to sound crazy and stupid, but I just realized that 3 Valorant guns are all named after ghosts. There's the Ghost, the Spectre, and the Phantom. this is also gonna sound really stupid, so no one yell at me because I literally no, everyone shut up. Because I don't know a thing. I'm so serious, a thing about guns. Are those like nicknames for those types of guns in real life, or is it just what they call them in the game? Are they? I have no idea. I don't know anything about guns. So like if you told me that there was an actual machine gun called an Ares, like I would believe that because I don't know. Like I don't. And I guess I just never really thought about it, huh? Anyways, continue on.
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I don't like how the head tilt.
Sorry, Lenny.
She's freaking me out.
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Lenny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up
We love
together,
each
the three
other.
of us.
I'm sad.
We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Lenny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Lenny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life.
That's so sad.
No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Lenny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Maybe we should not interrupt their conversation between siblings. Like, am I the only? Okay. Anyways, no, I'm so nosy, but like in real life, like I'd be looking at the wall, like hiding. Like I'd be so, like not wanting to interrupt this moment. I'd be horrified.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
This little thing is freaking me out, low-key. Man. Oh! What?
Harry? Huh. Looks like she's not here either.
Harry? Is that a nickname for a certain someone?
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or...
I literally want to hit Paimon over the head with a Samsung Odyssey monitor. She's so rude. Like, have some goddamn decorum. I can't take it. I'm being serious. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Have some tact.
We're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
She's killing me.
It's
I mean,
just
like,
a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
oh, getting kicked out. I told Paimon. That's what she gets for being
What are you
nosy.
getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
What?
I
mean, maybe we can help them figure it out, but I just think it's rude to
Thank you.
interrupt.
I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you
I'm
away,
trying to tie my bangs
I'm
back.
not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Oh, good boys. They're so sweet. I
Back
love
to the
them.
matter at hand, then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down.
I
That means
guess.
finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
I was about to say, that doesn't seem
And?
realistic.
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared.
I don't know if this sounds stupid, but like if she's clearly like a ghost or she has some kind of, you know, specter-like qualities, we'll say, right? Like she disappears, but she always comes back. She reappears. She's clearly haunting where they are. And, you know, they moved locations and she's there. You know? Why don't they just tell her? Because it's not like Arlecchino can kill a ghost. So it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't, you know? I don't know if that sounds like silly, but like to me, it's like Arlecchino can't kill a ghost. So maybe just tell her.
She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like
what?
wherever the
That's
house
a good
is,
question.
she follows.
Ugh, the head tilt freaks me out. I know it's like innocent, but just like it's giving ghost. I don't like it.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Not a clue.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Wait, didn't we hear that in, what quest was that?
Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish.
It was a world quest, not a...
First, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
I don't remember.
What is it?
Hu Tao's.
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us.
Thank you.
We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
And there's a world quest about a ghost kid. I don't know if there's that.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready?
I want to join.
1, 2, 3.
Whoosh.
I swear.
What the fuck? Retro.
Whoa!
Lynette!
Girl.
But what a surprise. What brings you here?
She's mad as hell. She's like, y'all keeping secrets without me?
And, when exactly did you get here?
Stop, it's too good. Oh.
You're an idiot, brother.
Yeah.
And you too, Fremine.
Yeah.
You 3, Traveler.
Whoa!
And you 4, Pilot.
No, I didn't do a damn thing. Don't involve me.
What did we do?
These aren't my siblings.
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her.
Wait.
I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Well, she can't be mad, though, because she also hid the secret, technically, if she's seen her before. So, she can't be that mad at us.
I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together, then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Anyways.
I'm full.
Is that lasagna?
Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
I want lasagna now.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Well, I bet you just want to eat that plate, huh, Paimon? Just get me out.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I would not want to be the one to have to tell a ghost that they're dead.
Sure. Oh, another new friend.
Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you
sorry.
join the House of the
Hi,
Hearth?
Crusty Kid. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
Oh, wow.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster.
I would feel
And I've
bad,
never seen you
Darcy.
before.
I would feel bad for the
The
ghost. That's what I
roster?
mean. I would feel bad.
Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
What?
In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects.
Oh.
Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Oh.
Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry, she's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
James, I was thinking the same
Clairvy,
thing.
Perry. Neither of those names are on
That
the
is
roster.
insane. How are you, though?
But
Hello, welcome.
It seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Cake.
To go outside.
Ooh,
Where the sun
that's
can find me.
really sad.
That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Why do we look like we just recognized something?
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
So she means get out of the house to see the sun. Uh-oh. I don't think I could do that for you.
Okay,
try.
time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
We should ask the crazies.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
Eat that lasagna?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep.
No, actually, me,
It's
Lenny,
too
Lynette, and
risky.
Fremine, like, we're all for lifers. Like,
Let me think.
lifers. Like, I...
Since Father considers
we'll
you
follow
to be
them
guests,
into
maybe you could stick by
I don't
her
know.
side for a little while.
into
You
hell.
don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Oh, no! I have to have a nice...
come
Like,
on,
something like, maybe like a...
kids. You
Like,
want us to
like...
distract you.
We should hang out, like, just the two of us, like, and talk. Like, that would be... Oh, no. Like, how terrible. What a terrible thing that would be, guys. That would be so awful. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I can't believe we have to
I'll
do
give
that.
you a magic bird.
Hang out one-on-one
If
with
Father
Arlecchino.
suspects something, all you need to do
Ah,
is release it when
curses.
she's not looking, and
Drat.
it will alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as
Darn.
a last resort. If Father doesn't
really
seem to
rough.
notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions.
I'm not a
That's where we
snitch.
draw the line.
I'm scared of Arlecchino, but I am not a snitch.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Oh, I'm trying to clip my bangs back. They're being very difficult today.
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Hello? Oh no, we have to go for the seaside, enjoy the view on the coast with Arlecchino, like maybe like have a glass of wine. What a shame, really, just such a shame. This is how like I have to be treated with Arlecchino, like. You know what's so funny? Like I did not give a flip about the twins. Like I literally like when I watched like the outline, whatever it's called, video, you know, the one that everyone's seen a million times. I literally was like, ew, like I did not care for the twins at all. Like I was just so indifferent about them, but I love them. Like I did not realize how much Fontaine would make me love them. Girl, I thought that was Luke and I got so scared, but it's almost worse now that it's Child. I don't have the mental bandwidth to do a Child today, bro. I can't take it. God.
It's the knave and Child.
Oh, yeah, she has a tail and she has little ears too.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating?
Oh my god, I forgot he was like AWOL for like months.
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Yeah, maybe you should like sit down,
I was
kid.
unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well,
he jumped out the window and
came. I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
No, ma'am.
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over.
Okay.
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good,
She's
because
legit.
It looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all this
I want to know.
monologuing,
I
that's
want
for
to
sure.
know. Tell me this.
Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well.
That's so rude. Where are you going, girl? Take
Besides,
me.
Considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries. What a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Ooh, he's rough. He's rude.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Oh my god, so they don't like... Wait, okay, hear me out. I would love to know, like, what cliques there are in the Fatui, like the Harbingers, because I know they're clicked up. Like, there's cliques in every group, you know? Like, the subgroups, so I wonder who's with who. I bet Scaramouche is with absolutely no one. He hates them all. But the rest of them, like, I would love to know.
So, dear guests
That's
of
drama.
the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Oh no, like, what if we hung out and, like, held hands by the beach and, like, took a stroll? Hey, Aspen, what's up? Aspen, I'm doing Arlecchino's story quest. I don't know if you've done it yet. So, warning.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
You see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like, why do you call yourself father?
I think the Harbinger, and then, like, I think the overarching, like, Fatui, and then, like, the, like, Dainsleif sibling, you know, questline, that's what really interests me. Like, the region by region is great, yes, obviously, especially, you know, Sumeru and Fontaine have been fantastic, but I really, like, all I care about are the Harbingers, man. Like, I just gotta know.
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
Oh, kinda early on? Okay.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that.
No,
now,
I want to be
can we?
friends. Be friends with me.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
Are you sure, Aspen? I feel bad spoiling. I could just hold on to the review and look later if you want. I mean, also, you could just get refunded and re-redeem. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you. I'd feel bad. We might get a cut. We might get a break soon. That's the thing. I don't know.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
How many
Which,
siblings
by
does he
the
have? Is
way,
it just the two? Or I thought he had a bunch.
Betray them. I'm just letting you know. I won't let you off easy.
And why
He's
would
so
I
cute.
betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
That's different and you know it, you little rat. Oh, I guess he doesn't know it.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me.
Like,
The
you should not
rooster,
be
I mean.
pushing her buttons, bitch.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Mighty
Well,
Rooster
nothing
is
much. Just some stuff
crazy.
about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
That's rude. That's a...
I see.
As if he wasn't aware of the system that was put into
Based
place.
on
Not
your
child,
reaction,
what's
I'm
his
guessing
face?
it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Because she
I
cares.
was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate.
Wait, what? Then where's she
People would
from?
hardly suspect a
Hello?
fellow
What the flip?
Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
See, that's the thing where it's so, like, back and forth where you think she cares, but it's, like, such a toxic environment. Because, like, she obviously cares, but at the same time, like, do you think she cares because, like, this is her organization that she spent all her time building and, like, literally had to take over, as we saw in the animation? Or, like, is it just because she genuinely cares about the kids, didn't want them to get hurt? Or maybe it's a mix. Like, they're her soldiers, but they're also kids. You know, it's, like, so... very, it's a very gray area.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said,
Good,
I
she
like
said.
it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me.
Well,
but
how
also
friendly
give
is
them
this
plenty of
spar?
opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything,
But hear me out.
including their life.
That's crazy, but like that's also like the most accurate part of them being an actual family is that like, okay, like we're disagreeing on something, it's time for you to catch this fade. Like and just like brawl. I mean not die, you know, I hope. But the fighting is accurate. Like, okay, go hash it out. Go in the backyard and go beat the
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Like imagine your sister comes at you with a knife because you took her blouse. That's crazy. But like also kind of accurate, like sister lore, you know what I mean?
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand.
Rebellious
Just
phase.
imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Bro, stressed out. He's too young to be a dad, bro.
I get the picture.
He's frightened. Oh, why would she do that to him?
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Girl, you should have some tea and a nap.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Wow.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some
Even.
other time.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, because they helped her, like, or helped him, like, recover.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about.
Oh no, like, we should hang out together.
Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
Well, talk louder, Paimon.
I wonder if Linny ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Like, she's like a spy, like an international spy, and you want to scream about how we just fooled her? Like 15 centimeters behind her back? You got me effed up, Paimon. Just doing stupid shit all the time. Oh, sorry. I'll do that in a second. You just gotta let me take my pictures, please. I wish that stupid buoy wasn't there. Like, it's actually low-key ruining the aesthetic of this photo, and it's making me angry. Oh, like, can someone Photoshop that thing out? It's making me mad. Hey, Queen. The knave. Hey, girl.
Oh,
What's up?
You decided to stay a little longer. Let's take in the ocean view together, then.
Anyways. Okay, anyways. Oops. Oopsie.
Linny, how did everything go?
Gorgeous.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
It doesn't seem hard, but just new, you know, and I need to learn it. Oh,
everything was
that's
fine
a Raven
at
had
first.
us? What happened?
She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
Did she disappear?
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she
Oh,
vanished.
excuse me.
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case.
I don't know what iframes means.
Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
She found that quickly.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look.
Does this list mean already executed or
that's
like
a
to-do
lot of
list? You know,
pages.
like...
Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
I'm not convinced Paimon can read.
Pouillade, Landois, Chambel, Horaire.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face.
Well, he's dead,
He's
Paimon,
kinda
so
giving
like, don't
Paimon
worry
the
about it.
creeps.
I don't know what to tell you.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover
Is
would
Lenny
take
about to hit him
one
with
look
the-
at him
I haven't
and then
seen him in
lose
so
all
long.
interest.
Did
Hello,
he say
welcome.
anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
That's crazy.
So that means the knave, she...
Girl, keep your voice
It may
down.
seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house.
Oh, see, so he already like
Betrayal
knew
is not to be
low-key.
taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out?
Yes, no
Fremine.
question. Oh,
Sorry. I was thinking about something.
would you like to share with the class?
I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Hey, Nora, how are you?
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
Aspen, I definitely recommend lurking. It's really good so far. Like, I'm very interested. There's a lot of like, it's intricate. But yeah, I will see you soon. It is great. It's all like I like it a lot so far, and I'm not even that far in. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for the
That's
look.
to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end.
Oh, excuse
Not
me.
all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for.
That's fair.
Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand...
That makes sense. The people who haven't embraced it as much are like a little bit like...
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others... It seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Uh-oh.
I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
Maybe they're all trying to break out? I mean, I do have strength in numbers, but like you're dealing with Arlecchino, you're not dealing with like regular person.
Not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Gilgamesh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And I think I might not ever do Abyss again. Viewer Abyss. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't think I'm ever gonna turn that back on.
Gave them the excuse they were looking for.
I'm not gonna lie.
Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
Oh my god, I don't know why I can't stop yawning. I'm not even tired.
Project Stuja, isn't it?
Oh, that again.
Oh, hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Are they taking the kids from the house to
but I'm not
Shasnaya?
sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Okay.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Girl.
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Oh, so they're trying to kind of like beat them to keep them down.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on
I was about to say, they might just kind of ice them out if they're like, oh, you don't agree with us, you're out. And
it's
then
getting late.
No help.
We should head back and get some rest.
No help at all.
We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
Aye, aye, sir.
Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all.
Thank you.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
I don't know.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry, Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Yes, ma'am.
Trust is effort, Traveler.
And here comes that little freaky ghost.
Look! Look over there!
Running about? Girl, we better go get her.
Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
Excuse me! I don't know why I'm yawning. I guess it's past my bedtime already, but like... No worries, Star.
Over there!
Maybe she wants to play with a doggy? I don't blame her. It's you, girl. Oh.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast!
Is there a bubble in the water? What is that over there?
Oh, look! She stopped!
Oh, it's nighttime, so she can get out.
I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
It's so cold. Oh, wait, window.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of
She
what
low-key
it
did
could
kind of
have
hiss, yeah.
and try to make it a reality, right?
Please.
I
Help
won't.
us get on the same page here, Clary.
I might.
We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor. Experimented
That's
on.
crazy.
Worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again. And I've had enough.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just that doesn't.
They don't realize she's talking about the old knave because obviously they don't know. They don't have the context we do.
Like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
But that's crazy.
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Oh, I feel this is so. I feel so bad.
She's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
See, oh, this is gonna be. She's about to say, "What about father?" Okay.
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Harry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
Why don't we ask some clarifying questions?
It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window.
What?
Look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
Right.
Perry and I
That sounds
promised
familiar
each
also.
other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But
Right.
I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother.
I'm alarmed.
But we just fought. She doesn't want to see me. And I'm too scared to face her.
I think people thought that the mother. I'm sorry. I think people thought that the mother was like, oh, Excuse me, the old knave was actually this girl's mother. Supposedly. People thought that because they have the same hair color. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did see people commented that on my video. And I saw people talking about that on Twitter, and I was like, oh, maybe.
Mama really doesn't understand what's going on with her.
Oh my goodness, I'm so cold.
Let's head back.
Ah!
We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Maybe it's because I'm tired that's like making me cold. Does it ever drive me crazy?
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
I got a question.
Oh, what is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kind of ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us.
I wonder if the current House of Hearth even knows like the history of the old
and he's done
one.
all
Do
sorts
you know?
of
Like, do they know they have things like technically better?
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him.
She doesn't think highly of him, or really any of them,
We're not
based on her
really
conversation
on the
with
same
Child.
side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth.
She said
Father rejected
no.
most of his proposals, except for
Flip
one.
no.
It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
That's interesting.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together.
Okay.
The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles.
That's cute.
There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either.
Well, yes. Well, no, I don't know.
The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Okay, this might sound stupid, but I think she would tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her.
Why don't we just go
Lynette,
ask her right now?
You're with me.
Like, fuck around and find out, you know?
You know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
I said the F word too many times. Oh no, I'm gonna have to edit this video. Oh.
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere further away this time.
What are they gonna, like, smuggle her through the sun, though? I don't get it. Wait. The manager? The manager of what? I mean, you could, Darcy. If you felt so inclined. No, I'm kidding. I can probably do it tomorrow after work. Maybe. You could highlight it for me. Ooh, can you highlight, the poles? The Arlecchino poles? Oh, there's still flowers on their grave.
Sir. Keep up.
Hi, Arlecchino. Hi. Man, it's just sorry about this game being too bad. I don't know what to tell
it's
you.
two again.
Nothing even
I must
happened.
say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
That's rude.
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without Child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
No! She knew? Man. I was low-key gonna be like, how can she not tell that we're like so obviously, well, I mean, maybe we weren't obvious, Paimon probably was, but I was low-key just low-key not about it. Like, I thought it was kind of obvious that we were being sneaky.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups.
This is
but
rough.
Nothing gets past me. Least of all, a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Yikes. Big yikes. I'm not gonna lie here.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Just a little tiny threat. Good luck with your interview, Mayu.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good. Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation.
Who's
while
her
we
meeting
wait.
with?
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
But I hear a bud
doing
coming.
anything to
Little
them, are
threat.
you?
Oh, I'm sorry,
I
musical
assume you're
Kazu.
referring to Lenny,
Cannot join.
Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well.
Oh, see, she knows
It appears
everything. That's
quite
crazy.
a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate.
That is a threat.
There are
Okay,
no
cool.
exceptions.
Cool.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization,
Oh wait, this is serious. This isn't
everyone
funny
is
anymore.
responsible for their own
Wait, I've been like giggling this entire time. This shit's not funny.
Care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
I don't think we're arguing with the right person, girl.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most.
Yikes.
Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As
too,
our
girl.
guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Yay! Wait. I know, but like still, but like at least.
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives.
Oh.
As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
I would say Linny and Lynette's thing isn't like that bad,
That's awful.
but like the other ones are actually trying to like low-key betray them, so it's like
You seem
ruh-roh.
concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Wow.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
God
Do
damn
you
it.
try and keep better track of it next time.
That's
It
crazy.
takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Like, that's really crazy.
Wait,
Like,
where did you get that?
like she pickpocketed us, bro. Like, that's really
Well,
that's really
I'm afraid
awful.
that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
Man, I was gonna say,
Well,
we kind of like low-key
time
gotta
to
get
go.
back to Snitch, but
Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I hope we get to see, Nouvellette. Or Farina. Well, not Farina, but Nouvellette.
Yeah.
Let me in! Let me in! Ah, my neck hurts. Yay! No! I wanted to take a picture! Damn it! Hey! Oh my god, it's my two favorites of Fontaine in the same room.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Oh, at least she says it right, thank god.
I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
She says that like she's not
It is only
possibly
right
their
that an
biggest
esteemed
threat.
diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
Of course they met with
Although,
you
if I may
immediately.
speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your
He's
visit.
like confused as hell,
I'll
especially
be
since we
departing
showed up.
Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go.
Ruh-roh.
It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please.
Wait, who would win in a
review
fight,
it at your
Arlecchino
leisure,
or
Monsieur
Nouvellette? That's
Neuvillette.
like a genuine question. Cause like I don't know. Is this some kind of power move having him read it for himself? Because it's working. Like I'd be intimidated. Oh really? Arlecchino, y'all think? Wow.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean.
Okay.
Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind.
Okay.
Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
I don't think he looks scared. I think he's just genuinely confused.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
I kind of got
Your
it.
words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
Also true.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
So what does she want? What did she ask for?
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Uh-oh.
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean?
We heard
My
about him.
deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
She's so polite. Like, what
I
a
trust
good
you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
No! Yeah! Ah! There he is! What a guy. What a man, y'all. What to do about him, Hey! Oh my god, wait. Hey! He has such a stupid face. I love him so much. Like, I just adore him. Oh shit, my bad.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual. I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
Thanks, King. He cares about us. My dog is screaming. What the hell? Stop looking at me. You're ruining the aesthetic. Oh, oops. Tapped out. Girls.
What exactly were you talking about back there?
Yeah, like, well, let's see this
I only
agreement.
heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Oh yeah, like Linny might die.
Linny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Wait, but I want to know still. Like, damn, bitch, you can't do both? Just tell me. She's rude.
Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Yeah, there's no way we can stop her, like, low-key. I mean, like, we can try, but, like, I'm scared.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
Who's this idiot?
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going. Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Get at— no!
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really.
I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
They're gonna give us a message in the paper. Oh, there's a message in the paper.
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
What's with the scar?
Hold on.
Someone's gonna die.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora. It's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself.
Like, nobody asked, by the way.
Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye.
I was just giving his life story. It's
Well,
crazy.
now that my
That's so me,
affairs
though.
are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
My newspaper copy's gonna be different.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
I mean, but like, we can still go get food then.
Said,
Like,
I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition.
Yikes.
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Claire V, are you not?
I am.
And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden?
Levine's not having
Do
it.
something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
Thanks, I guess.
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Hear me out, though. She said we don't have the talent for bad things, so that I feel like in a way that's low-key her admitting that like what she knows, like us trying to help the kids isn't wrong, which means that what they're doing is like right. You know what I mean? Because like she knows we can't do bad, so she knows they're right. If you think about it. Also, my favorite Pyro 5-star. I mean, personality-wise, it's Noemi just because she's the one we know the best. But I don't. Or maybe Dia? I don't know. But I don't know Arlecchino well enough. Looks-wise, right off the bat, it's Dia. No, it's Arlecchino. I'll get back to you on that, actually. I gotta think.
Wonderful. Here it is.
Okay.
When
They play the
time
animated
comes,
short.
make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
I'm scared.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm a bit frightened. Playstyle-wise, Arlecchino.
What is
As much
this
as I love
place?
Dia, her kid is
Somewhere
just...
long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
This looks like a great place
No
for a
one
boss
comes here
fight.
anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once
scared.
happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you.
Duh! It's the thing she blew up! Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
It was
Duh.
before I became a harbinger.
I didn't even
And
think
before
about
Linny
that.
and the others
How
joined
funny,
the
that's
House
been
of
in the
the
map
Hearth.
this whole time.
Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother.
Oh,
And
so it was
this
her mother.
is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
I'm gonna pause for a second. I wonder if this quest would be more enjoyable. I'm liking it, don't get me wrong. But I almost wish I didn't watch the animation just so I could be like fully in like the point of view of the traveler, like completely in the dark and genuinely not know what's going on. Because, like, do you know what I mean? Because, like, we kind of, like, I don't know everything, obviously, but I do have a lot of context. So, I wonder if it would be better if I hadn't watched it, you know? I'm just genuinely, like, thinking about that. Like, how would my opinion...
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
Oh, they gave her a model.
Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
Good guess.
Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries on the other hand.
That's where Tori comes in. That's so creepy.
They still served a purpose.
Which was evil.
They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her?
Girl, she said she killed her.
You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Okay, I'm gonna pause Paimon right there. Even in like a normal mother-daughter situation, your mom is not listening to you, like half the time. So what the hell is Paimon on about? These are crazy people. Not even normal people. And even normal people can't get their moms to listen to them. And she's talking about, did you try asking? Like, yeah. Like, hey mom, can you stop this operation? Like, I'm assuming her mom would break out more than a wooden spoon and a chancla, bitch. Like, you're getting, like, yeah, good luck with that one. Good luck. Paimon, just saying anything.
Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her.
Like,
she forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother.
That's like,
to prove that
I mean, it's effective. That's crazy, though.
Equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Or Perry. And I haven't noticed it. But everyone is saying Paimon sounds different. You're not the first person to say that actually today. I'll pay more attention now. I didn't pay attention the first time, but I'll try and...
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Maybe just deeper? Maybe she doesn't sound as annoying? I don't know.
I suppose we can call her that for now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit.
Little Arlecchino.
Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded.
Golden Retriever,
her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends,
Hopecore, but like...
united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will.
Spring, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the voice line. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Anyways.
Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day, that light simply vanished.
Actually, I'm going to say something. Maybe Paimon's voice sounds a little bit lower in this quest because the tone is much more serious than most quests are, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot less time for tomfoolery in this one. Like, we're dealing with serious shit. Not that we're not in other ones, but, like, this one's, like... This could be an Archon quest, I feel like, personally. So, like... I don't know, though. I really haven't been paying attention, if I'm being honest, to her voice.
What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after
So another
failure.
16.
She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success.
I low-key feel like I wonder how, like, the power, like, works in this world, like, with visions and whatnot, because are there, like, extremely powerful people without visions? And then also, like, I almost wonder if it's, like, this might sound stupid, but I almost wonder if it's like Naruto with, like, the chakra and, like, how it's kind of hereditary, like, how much chakra, like, if your parents have a lot, like, you will probably have a lot, like, in Naruto's case, like, his mom gave him a lot, so I wonder if it's, like, that same way with, like, the power. I don't know. I just wonder. Because they don't really explain, like, it like
never
that,
gave
you know?
Another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Yikes.
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life.
That's so
From
sad.
that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to
Look
what
at her
it
nails. Oh my god.
Crucibina, you mean? But...
I mean, but nothing. She's kind of a bad person, low-key.
This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
Yes, thank you for the
I left
summary.
that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories.
My message
After
I
I
want to
defeated
know.
Crucibina, The moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends.
Father is mother. I'm sorry.
Anymore.
Go,
Yeah.
shut up. Oh!
Based on what you just told us,
Sorry.
Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
I mean, definitely does. It's just, like, if anything, that's almost more
I suppose you could
proof.
call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins.
Oh.
It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very
Oh my god, so she's
special
literally a
case.
shadow. So she...
Clairvy
Wow.
died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected.
Wow.
Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way.
I wonder what Lumine's thinking right
Clairvy
now.
is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
So then I wonder, maybe she wanted to do it
Indeed.
to, like, as a test of loyalty?
She's a rather
Like, I wonder why she wouldn't say
volatile
anything to them.
and unstable entity.
Ah, there we go.
Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Oh, wow. Okay. I did not think... Oh, wow. I did not think that was going to be the solution here. Whoa. Wait a damn minute. I did not think that was going to be the solution. Wowza. Jesus. All right.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this seems kind of drastic,
She's
low-key.
trapped in her 6-year-old self. She's still your friend. At least talk to her first.
Well, like, is she even real, though? Like, she's not really real. I mean, it's still sad, but, like, is she even there? I'm a little confused.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them.
Yikes.
I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Yikes. All right. Say, speak your truth, girl. Yell at her or
Is
something.
this really what you want to do?
Yup. Tell them,
Whatever
I mean.
could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Wait, real?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've
Everybody's
kept
getting
my end of the
jumped!
deal. I give your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
This is alarm. I'm a little bit alarmed.
Here they are, Father.
Look at her, the shadow hiding. How'd they bring...
Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Not him excited. That's freak!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time.
Who told you that? How would you have known?
I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Stay right there.
My mic just fell!
I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Now's not the time for this! You know, whatever. Can y'all still hear me? Oh my god. Right in a cutscene?
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Oh girl, she said move. You better move. Well,
you chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished.
Okay, I think this will work.
Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Are we gonna sit here and let this...
Traitors? Do you mean us?
Yes, girl, obviously. Sorry.
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
What's going on with my mic? This is what's going on with my mic. It came unscrewed at the literal worst possible moment.
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Thank you, friends. Appreciate it. Love y'all.
Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants.
My headset just died.
Nantoy, Sato,
Fucker. Oh my god. It's always one thing with me. I just can't get to break. I just can check. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. I can hear y'all. I can see you. You look great. I don't know. I'm a disaster. Anyways.
Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in.
If only Father. I like the way he said that.
Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
Well, yeah, that's true, actually. That was rude.
I did not!
You did, liar.
You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
Frame?
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Whoa, he's got receipts on.
You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh?
Call you a weirdo?
Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings?
That's like
Come
so
on,
true, actually. Like,
let's
that's so
hear it then.
rude.
What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Ohana means family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
Took it too far, girl.
We live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget.
The way that this little kid is explaining it to her, like it's so simple, is kind of crazy. Like, I know he's a snitch, but like, he's just like, it's either you or everyone, which like, I kind of, not that it's a fair mindset, like, I understand why he has that mindset, like, not that it's, you know, the circumstances why he has that mindset are not ideal, but like, he's kind of right, low-key. Like, if I were in that situation, I'd be like, y'all need to chill the out. Like,
that's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
He's also a kid. He has that like blind loyalty aspect. You know what I mean? Like you're not old enough to realize, to even potentially realize you're being, like, what is it called? Brainwashed?
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Yikes. Well, thank you, Amethyst. I appreciate that.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry.
It is sad though, like they clearly don't want to betray each other, but like they have.
Why?
Well, actually,
that's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences.
I was gonna say, like, obviously, like, you know, they don't want to betray each other, but I wonder if the other ones, like the ones she called the crazies, like, I wonder if they see what they were doing as a betrayal, because they're like, oh my god, you're putting all of our lives at risk when you do something like that, you know? So it's like, I almost wonder, at least the kid, it seems like he has that mindset that he got betrayed first, you know? Or at least, like, the potential to be betrayed.
I'm sorry, Chaplot. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father.
He's a brave man. To take that just with, like, your head held high. Couldn't be me. I'd be on the I'd be like the other girl. I'd be on the floor.
Accept our punishment.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
See, like, he feels sad.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Yeah, like, you're on thin ice,
Please
kid.
reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal?
I mean, yeah.
We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been.
My poor baby.
So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Well, see, okay, pause. Now I'm worried that she's gonna be like, oh, so you're all betrayed. You're all backstabbing bastards and everybody's dying now. So, like, now I'm scared. Like, good for him for speaking his truth and, like, really putting it out there. Like, I agree. But, like, shit, you know? Like, I'm scared. Like, I feel like putting your neck out for people who are about to lose their heads, you might get caught.
I also agree
in
with
the guillotine, like, low-key.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different
I'm
way.
gonna be honest, I'm not ready for this.
Draw your weapons and face
Like,
me.
mentally, I'm scared.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished.
Oh my god, I have to feed my Tainori. I think he's like half health.
Resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
He's gonna try and strangle him, her, like one of his hamsters. Like, that shit's not gonna fly. Like, you're helpless. Like, that's... Why does he stand like that, man? Like, just...
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do?
She said when the time comes, help the house of the hearth.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Girl, no, she wants to... I don't know what she wants. Cinder, thank you for the follow.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Do you think she was asking for Nouvellette to have someone else take over the House of the Hearth? Because she's going to Snezhnaya, so maybe... Do you think maybe she did that so that way the kids wouldn't have to go with her if she was no longer in charge and there was someone else in charge? Wait. I'm thinking... Hold on. Let me cook. Let my brain think. I have so many thoughts in this head. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just scared. I don't want to fight. I'm just stalling.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
She wants to see if they're strong enough to be on their own.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation. And lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Yikes.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
Okay, Dullblade. Woo! No, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
The duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all.
I'm scared.
All I would advise is this. Keep
Firmly
a firm
grasp it.
grasp on your
Firmly
weapon
grasp it.
and give it your all.
Oh, bruh, I gotta move my coffee out of the way so I
And
don't
you
knock it on
may
my
just
desk.
lose your life.
Oh, okay. Why is there no music? Did I not have the music on? Bro, I'm leaving. The fuck? Where's the music at? Did I not have music on this entire time? I didn't even realize. Oh my god, I don't think my music's on. How did we not realize? No, look, I don't have... Oh, wow. Oh, please don't make...
Father, let me...
No! Oh my gosh, what's on this away?
It's hardly...
Oh, it is... Oh! No!
Yes, Father. Secret midnight Nandoi clearly. Sato at...
Hey. Here we go. Oh, wait. Okay, now I hear music. Sorry about that, y'all.
Hey!
Stabilize!
Like royalty... Make yourself a move!
Closer now.
Oh, I missed!
With these rising flames, is it my turn now? Spare your energy. Running is a breeze. Now that's more like
As you wish, me.
I hear everything.
Closer now.
One with the forest.
Over here!
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Oh, it's revealed.
Have a taste of purge.
What?
Solidify!
Hey!
With these rising flames.
Can't see? Getting here!
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Is my Tainari gonna die? Be honest, y'all.
Is it my turn
Everyone
now?
hold hands!
Order guide you.
Like a fly tangled in a web.
I'm scared. I don't know why I didn't forget.
I hear it.
Shit. Okay. She's got a full suit on. She's like, "Woo!"
I've not finished my
Who's next?
research.
What the hell?
By royal decree.
Okay, so Tori is defeat.
Watch out for father's movements. Look out!
I'm scared. I gotta be careful with him.
Stabilize.
500 deaths! Woo!
I'll uproot you.
Shadow Raven. Hey,
Now's our chance.
over here.
Chance for what?
Only the beginning.
Dust.
He died again! Whew. I'm sorry if you can hear the clicking on my keyboard. My mic is a lot closer to my keyboard than it normally is, so I apologize for that. Okay, Fremine!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I should have brought a healer. I don't know why I didn't think to bring Cookie.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, father!
Oh! No way they actually hit her. I was gonna say.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
What are you doing? Okay. Things are not looking too good for us. Like, wish that was me low-key, but now is not the time.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
She's so cool! Oh my god.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
What? Bro, my Tainari! I'm gonna have to use food! I don't know why I went in there with him with having half health and no healer. What is Zhongli doing for me?
I believe we can end things here.
What?
It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
That's it?
Brother, are you all right?
Linny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, The bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under
she
certain
requested a
special
Tori for, I
circumstances,
guess.
flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
She freed them. Oh, so I guess that's what she must have been doing.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
I hit my mic. Pause.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to hold this for a second. What's gonna happen to the Fremine and the Linny and the Lynette? Like, cause what's gonna happen? Because like, are they gonna forget about each other? Because if you forget about the house, you forget about all the other siblings.
I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive.
How are you gonna
sorrow
remember
causes you
it?
to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
So they have the option to stay if they want to?
Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours.
Oh, they're not gonna take. Lenny's not gonna take it. As awful as it sounds, he's not gonna take it.
The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Loki, would you... Actually, let me not.
Let's go.
This is a very heartfelt moment. I need to shut up. I'm sorry. I'll say it later.
Grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Oh.
Thank you.
I wonder what she's gonna do with that one.
Claire,
She might leave around to protect them, I wonder? That's what I think. That's what I would do. If I were her. Or will she...
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could've at at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless.
Oh. Okay then.
Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
She doesn't really have any...
If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me.
That is so sweet.
I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors.
Just an upstanding citizen.
You never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me,
Precious
for
chest.
the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But
that's so
somehow,
sad.
I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
That's so sad. Girl, anything you want.
Of course!
Just stop me from crying,
all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight!
I would like to talk about Animo. I think she could really use to learn about the Nation of Freedom. I think that would really just lift her spirits.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard.
Aww.
Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
We can talk about all of them. Okay.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day. Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like?
They're freaks and
I
weirdos.
once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Sadly.
Oh, it sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they
I
look.
think scary is the lack of brain cells. That's my Ito. Love him.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
I mean, it's not Hogwarts.
I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Oh no! That must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly.
Yes, girl.
Thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
I don't think
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly
She gonna kill her again?
over time.
I feel like she will. I almost feel like she should. That sounds crazy, but I feel like she should. Oh, I'm gonna get upset.
Clairvy,
I really don't want to cry.
you've worked
please.
tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, wow, that's so awesome for them.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Lenny!
Oh, that is so awful.
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I kept it back. The tears were... Oh god. Don't. They were brimming. I felt myself get red and everything, but I...
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You always got that big-ass hat on. It's like a crown, practically, right?
You're brave, talented,
I'm sorry.
and most importantly,
it's not the
you
time.
cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them.
My bad.
Even if it costs you your life.
Hey, Walty, what's up?
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
I don't know if I believe... Actually, I do believe that, because I was going to say, like, I think, like, this was her intention all along, but I think it was only her intention if they lived up to the expectations that she had. I mean, so she wanted Linny to stand up and be, like, you know, like, to prove, like, leadership, almost.
You're a hero, Linny.
Aw.
Hero?
I just got emotional again, I'm sorry.
Father is the real hero.
I'm about to cry.
Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life.
See, that's what I mean. It was even before that, I think.
It all planned
well,
from
obviously,
the
we know that.
From the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
That does make me think, because whether he's like an actual kid or not is up for debate, but I like to think he's one of the older ones, the adults, but like he's young, obviously, duh, the point of that. I feel like when they're older, like it's crazy to think that like when he's her age, he could be as strong as her when it's like you don't see them as, you know what I mean? It's odd to think about sometimes.
Father.
Like the potential to be as strong as like these like old
characters. No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
She said you better knock it out.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Can someone stop that lizard from running back and forth? Hello?
As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter.
Oh, wow.
No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
No, hear me out. I'm glad she lost. My Tainari, bro. I'm glad she lost, low-key, because, like, if Lumine could have won this... Where's that lizard at, actually? Yeah, you better run. Oh, there's the chest. Oh, there's two chests. Oh. So... Remind me to come back here. I feel like... Okay. I feel like if Lumine would have won this battle, I wouldn't have taken it seriously. Like, yeah, no, who would be scary? What threat? If Arlecchino number 4, right? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Are they ranked by power or not? Because I forget that often. They are or aren't? Whatever, regardless. She's still, like, up there. Whether they're based on power or not, the rankings. So, like... Yeah, like, if Lumine was just able to beat her right there, even with the help of Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, like,
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I would have taken any bosses seriously after that point. Like, if we could have beat Arlecchino in that moment, I just would have been like, okay, whatever. Like, I feel like it would have been cool to do, but, like, we're not even... Like, are we even at the halfway point of this journey? Like, I don't think that would have been, like... It would have, like, undermined the strength of the Fatui, and, like, the real threat that they pose to us, or just to that in general. You know? So I'm glad that was done very well, in my opinion.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
Did she call him Freminette?
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out unscathed.
I'm just mad.
Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over.
Ooh, that's rough.
And I wanted to ask, is Claire V...
She is...
gone?
Free as can be.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Claire V.
Whoa!
Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Explain. How?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
She also haunts the place?
Crusabina died a year after Claire V. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
Wait, so that he was that little kid? No, because the kid's eyes weren't blue. Or was that him? Can someone do me a favor and pull up that YouTube video with the animated short? I want to check that. Can someone find that for me? because Arlecchino found that kid. So no, it couldn't have been him, right? I am confused. Also, yeah, he was already in the house. Yeah. Okay, so then, wait. So he was in the house. So it took a year for Arlecchino to kill Crucibina afterwards? In between? It to me, it almost seemed like they were, like, back to back. Like, she killed Clairvy. Oh, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Okay, never mind. The one she found was the one that died. I forgot about that. My bad. The one that died in the animation. Or, yeah. Or no, in the trailer? Demo? Whatever it was. Oh. Okay, so then that means then... So Fremine and Arlecchino are closer in age, though, than we thought. Because that means Arlecchino became Nave when she was 17, roughly. Because her and Clairvy were 16 when they fought and died, so... Roughly, she was 17. I don't know how old Fremine was when he was found. But that means they're like, there's not that much of... They're closer in age than I would have thought. To me, it would have seemed like she's like... 30? I don't know. You know, I'm just thinking... I wonder if there's like a year. Oh, okay, so she's like mid-20s then. Oh, wow, okay.
When I joined, though,
I would have thought she was like in her 30s.
So much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crucibina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
I believe she said that they were both 6, but I don't remember. I could be wrong, but I thought I could have sworn she said, I know she said Clairvy was 6. I thought she said they were both 6. It seemed like they were the same age. Oh, so she does have a delusion. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crucibina or Clairvy.
Wow, okay, so they've been with her since she was
really
like 17.
Seems like something she was planning
18
to keep
maybe.
to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
I mean, how do you really bring that up? Like,
she said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it.
that's true. They might have been like, oh, it could have been worse type of mindset.
The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now.
I like the way she imitates her
voice. That's what
voice.
Father told us in the end.
It's so monotone, it's funny.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Let's not think
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together.
See,
but
she is...
even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
This is a very stressful guest visit, though. I feel like I must add.
Okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning.
Aw.
They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently.
So just normal old stuff.
They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Sweet. No, it's over. I didn't want it to be over yet. And I can't even talk to them to drag it out. I got a fireplace? Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I personally think that was phenomenal. So good. I'm at level 2 Arlecchino, bro. I gotta do something about that. It was insane. That was amazing. I'm really actually very proud of myself for not crying, if I'm being honest. I really thought I was... I don't know if y'all saw. I'm exposing myself a little bit here. The tears were brimming, but I did not let them fall. So I'm proud. I kept it together. But it was... that was rough, I'm not gonna lie. And then I thought I got over it, and there was like one more instance where I almost cried again. But I didn't. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for those technical difficulties at the end here. I'm gonna have to rescrew this back on tomorrow. But thank you so much for spending your time with me. This quest was awesome. I loved it. I think it was, I mean, I've been saying it, I feel like ever since Fontaine arrived, how much better the story quests are getting and how much better just the writing is in general now that like the plot is more developed. That was fantastic. I loved it. It was emotional. It was... oh, audio glitched. It was, I don't know. I think it was about the character, which I know is shocker, but sometimes with the story quest, that's actually like a hard ask for it to actually be about the character. No, but it was great. I loved it. If you guys liked the video, hey, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a sub, whatever you prefer. And if you would like, you can check out all my other socials. They would be linked down below. If you did the quest already, or you just watched it, you know, with me, let me know what you think. No, don't refund it. We did the character review. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know your opinions. If you agreed or disagreed with any of my little random blurbs throughout the video. Also, please comment about that and let me know. I love looking at that. Sometimes people will comment timestamps of something I said, like commenting something random, and I love to click on them and look back and see. It's my favorite part about reading comments. So if you have any of those, please do let me know. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Adios. Bye.